Megyn Kelly is rushing to the defense of Sydney Sweeney as she bears increasing criticism for a intentionally controversial ad campaign that many are comparing to Nazi race science. So we're gonna start with Kelly though, because she was kind enough to include one of those ads in this tirade.
Sydney Sweeney, who is an actress, she's the toast of the town. She's a sort of modern day sex symbol. She's being called a white supremacist by people who don't like her latest ad, which is for American Eagle, and she's advertising jeans, and yet the lunatics on the left think she's advertising white supremacy. Here is one of the new ads in the new ad campaign, SOT 20.
You see what I did there, right? Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My jeans are blue.
Sydney Sweeney Has Great Jeans.
Okay, this is obviously a reference to her body and not to her skin color.
It's actually a reference to the jeans. If you're going with the literal thing, she was referencing the jeans. Did you pay attention to the video that you just ran, Megyn Kelly? You're supposed to be pretending to care about this stuff. But anyway, look, if people are saying immediately that she's a white supremacist, that's probably going too far. But also, this is like a sort of race science or whatever thing. Like that is what they're invoking. It's purposeful. It's meant to be controversial. And Megyn Kelly, you can be on one side of it, but you can't pretend that they're not doing a thing with it. That's the explicit purpose of the ads. But that said, we're gonna discuss first, let's get a little bit more of Megyn Kelly.
They're upset because it's about who gets to be the face of America's best jeans, G-E-N-E-S. You see, they think it's no accident that they've chosen a white, thin woman, because you're, I guess, not allowed to celebrate those things in any way, shape, or form. But they're completely ignoring the reference to, again, her body, which is the thing she's famous for.
No, again, you are intentionally missing everything about the criticism, which I'm not saying I agree with all of the criticism or whatever, but they're saying, no, it's the invoking the idea of your offspring getting good genes as opposed to presumably bad genes. That's what they're talking about. And I love how she crafts an entire narrative that she finds more interesting.
Right.
Wherein she says they're mad because they chose a pretty white girl, which is not what people are saying. And also, she's a very popular actress. Why are you pretending that people don't like her? They do like her. They're criticizing the words in the ad, not her. Anybody saying that would be facing the criticism because it's about the ad. And then once she convinces herself that the issue is that people chose Sydney Sweeney, then because I guess you're not allowed to like skinny white women or whatever. Again, that's not what people are saying. And also, are you implying that it's been out of fashion for a long time to like skinny white girls or whatever? I'm pretty sure that's still a thing that people like, but Megyn Kelly just has to dwell in this fantasy land of her own creation that nobody will admit that they find Sydney Sweeney attractive. What are you talking about? That's literally every conversation about Sydney Sweeney. God damn, are you deluded? Or just a grifter? But either way, Tori, what do you think?
I think she's a grifter and just dumb. I do want to say, as a Jewish woman, hearing the genes and the eugenics of blonde hair, blue-eyed, that was the problem, okay? I'm blonde haired, I'm green eyed, and I don't really look Jewish. And I've been told by some people, oh, you're a good Jew because you don't look Jewish. And this has just been in my mind all my life. Remember, Hitler thought there was a lower race of people, right? And so when American Eagle touches on eugenics and a superior race, I don't love being sidelined with Nazism to promote your genes.
Yeah.
I think that's a fair thing to say. I'm not angry at Sydney Sweeney. I think her publicist did a crap job. I think they should have thought this through. But again, American Eagle, not a great look to kind of border on Nazism to go ahead and do your genes, especially as a Jewish woman who's facing a lot of anti-Semitism, and this rings of the World War II. I mean, it really has those words. For Megyn Kelly, though, I have to tell you this, it's all about thin. She's obsessed with thin. So again, she missed the point and goes right on to being skinny because people have called her too skinny. And I believe, whatever you want to say, she's obsessed with that. And again, Megyn Kelly, Santa Claus is white kind of woman. You've touched on eugenics yourself, boo. So not only did she miss the point and did her own inferiority complex of the thin thing, she stood up for the wrong reasons. So again, I agree with you. I don't think it's a huge, do I hate Sydney Sweeney for this? No. Do I think she made a terrible decision on doing this ad? Yeah. American Eagle, you got a lot to answer for. I think bordering again on Nazism and that kind of vocabulary, not a great way to go for your brand.
We'll see what ends up doing to her brand. I think that she's very good at getting affiliated with brands that are going to do controversial things about her bathwater and about guys washing their privates, and like she's doing a thing. She's branding herself, which is fine. I don't really particularly care. She can do it however she wants. But I just want to end on Megyn Kelly saying this is about being mad about who gets to be the face of American. That's explicitly not what people are complaining about. Do you think that if it was a heavier white girl saying the jeans thing, they'd be cool with? No, they're telling you what their problem is, and you're insisting it's something else. And also, who gets to be the face of the best jeans in America? Not like a fashion expert, but I don't think everybody agrees that American Eagle is the best jeans in America. I'm pretty sure there's an argument to be had there, Megyn Kelly. Are you trying to get brought on to be one of their ads?
John, I was like, she's just mad she's not on it, and she's the thin white woman. That's exactly what I thought.
It's so utterly pathetic.
American Eagle, no.
Sydney Sweeney can do whatever she wants. I don't particularly care, but don't pretend that American Eagle didn't do this intentionally to start this conversation. So
100%.
Whatever.
100%.